So it's 6:06 a.m. and we're at the airport. I think Khadijah, she's over there. And so I'm about to have like some coffee. So we made it through check security, and like last week I went to try to get a real ID, and I know it takes maybe 2 weeks or 7 to 10 business days or whatever for you to get it. However, they give you the little receipt and they punch a hole in your ID, your license. And because my license doesn't expire until 2027, on my license, what they did, instead of giving me a real ID, they just said, we're going to make a correction on your license. And they punched a hole in it and gave me, the little sheet of paper that you drive around with. And so here at the airport, I was prepared with like, voters registration, all kind of things that have my name on it, mail, different bills and things like that, Social Security card. And my passport actually expired last year, but on their website they saying that if it's under 2 years, if it's not more than 2 years that it's been expired, they would use it. But when I showed him the little paper, the substitute that you drive with, he just said, let me see the license that has a hole punched in it. I was like, what? I got all this stuff. However, that worked out great. But the issue was with the suitcase that I've been using for years. It's oversized. Never had a problem with it. With Southwest, you used to fly 2 luggage free and a carry-on. But this time with the oversized luggage suitcase, they said it would be $200 each way. And I was like, I'm not paying that. Let me talk to the supervisor. And so, going back and forth. And the lady that works for Southwest, she said all along they should have been charging or saying something about oversized luggage. And so, to me, to have to pay $200 going and $200 back, that's $400. I get, that's too much money, even if it was $100. So we just said goodbye to the suitcase, and she told us where to leave it by this green suitcase. And she said this is like an everyday thing with people having to have someone come get this suitcase or, what have you. But we made it through, and we left the house, I think 5:01 a.m. And this guy driving, he made it. We was close to Midway, like around 13 minutes. So overall it's good, but they had recommended that I get the tote bag, and the tote bags is $25, but this is Nefertiti's. She had this, so I just bought 2 tote bags. They're $25 each, and then that way when I travel, and if I want to check 2 of those in, that's $50. Or one regular suitcase, I think the check-in is what's the price? $35 for a suitcase. Y'all just
originally it's 35, but because I got our ticket off my rewards, it like when you do that, it waives the gas.
Thank you for contributing to my YouTube. So if you heard that Khadijah was saying, because she has points for traveling, and that it was covered. So it's always good when you book your tickets, make sure you use your rewards account number. So it's 11:09 a.m. and so we're at, I think, the Hilton Garden Inns, which is a little, well, it's different than the Hilton Embassy Suites. That's my favorite, the Hilton Embassy Suites, because they normally have very nice complimentary breakfasts, and then they have complimentary snacks like midway during the day, maybe evening, and sometimes they have broccoli and dip and cauliflower and all of that kind of stuff. But this is decent, and it's, in Oklahoma, so, but it's okay. The guy that works here, he was telling Nefertiti and Khadija that if you walk straight ahead, like a block across the street, that they have, like, I believe, eateries or whatever. And what do you all have here? Thank you. Oh my God. This is another one of my favorite places. Thank you. It's 11:48. Huh? Oh, okay. But all I have to do is walk around if I had to. Oh, it feels good out here. So it's 4:52 p.m. and I was talking to the young guy that works at the hotel, and I was like, where's the mall from here? It's really like a 5-minute drive. If you're driving, it's like 5 minutes, but if you're walking, it's like around 20 minutes. So I decided, like, to get me a 20-minute walk in, because it's still daylight, but I think I could see where it's probably at. But anyway, I decided I'm just gonna walk. If I run into a problem, I can always get an Uber. I just don't like that. That's why I was telling the guy, I said, the way you go, is it like a sidewalk? But, it is what it is. But I said it'd be nice to get me like a little walk in. 20 minutes is not bad. It's good if you can walk like 30 minutes a day anyway. So, my knees have been doing extremely, much better. And I realized that the problem was, I think, just where, I don't want to say overuse, but it was definitely excessive, I guess, up and down the 19 stairs, that it caused a problem. And even my physical therapist that helped me with my knees at Rush Hospital said sometimes it can just be too much. And so since my mother has been in rehab and I haven't had to really be up and down the stairs like that, I noticed how my knees have been, I haven't really had the problems I was having before. And the pain, man, it's nothing like knee pain or joint pain, So when people talk about having pain, I'm very sympathetic. And if you haven't experienced it, you don't know what it's like. But I was like, let me just take a walk. So this is not bad at all. That's the hotels. Birds out here. And so this is called Lifetime Athletic. So I guess that's a health club. So I made it. Oh, reminds me of that movie, The Birds. So this is called Quail. No wonder you see the birds, because it's called Quail's Mall. Quail. Over there is So I had a very nice walk. Hey. No, she just charged it. I just got it charged. Oh yeah.
You just recording yourself?
Huh? Yeah, I was trying to record my conversation.
With who?
Myself.
Oh God. She